education qualification is everything. Skill is very very unnecessary. I think education qualification is not everything, because if you ask me what is my education qualification and from which university I have completed my graduation, of course that matters, but that my university, my major, my background is not everything, because people who are actually living in this time of modern age and we are trying to dominate our world, we are trying to control over world, we are just not a people or a man who has education qualification. Think about people who are like, think about Mark Zuckerberg and think about Bill Gates, think about Steve Jobs. These people actually, they didn't completed their education qualification, or they didn't completed their university, but of course they studied a lot, but beyond, they studied beyond their university. Think about Mark Zuckerberg. He dropped out from Harvard University, but he didn't stop his coding practice. So his Harvard University degree is not workable for his Facebook invention. And also Bill Gates, this same guy also was a student of Harvard University, but he didn't complete or finish his Harvard University graduation. But before finishing his graduation, he just dropped out from Harvard University. But what he was doing actually in this time, he was doing coding, and for the sake of establishing his own software company, he dropped out Harvard University. Instead of focusing his university or university assignment, presentation, rigorous exam syllabus, he just focused on coding. So coding is not his syllabus, coding is not his university degree, because he has no university degree. He has his skills. And what is his skills? His skill is coding or programming. Think about Steve Jobs, the person whom we know is very very famous person who invented lots of groundbreaking technological innovation like iPhone. But do you know, this person never been a technological person or tech geek person. This guy just good presenter, and he didn't finish also his graduation from Reed College. He was a student of Reed College, but due to poverty, due to financial situation, because his financial situation is not good enough to finish or to carry on his university degree, because his family was suffering from poverty or financial or economic crisis. That's why the same guy also, Steve Jobs, left his university without finishing his graduation. But instead of just carrying on university degree or university studies, Steve Jobs focused on inventing something new, and he got a good friend. His name is Wozniak. So with Wozniak, they tried to invent something new, and that is personal computer, and that is something totally different from Microsoft, because the computer and the smartphone they invented is not operated by Microsoft software or operating system. The Apple iPhone and also Apple computer, they both have different operating system. So it's Wozniak who was inventing everything, but it's Steve Jobs who is presenting everything. Whenever any product launching or advertisement, it is Steve Jobs who used to introduce every product made by Wozniak to the audience, and he popularized every product made by Wozniak. And it's Steve Jobs who actually introduced like iPad, iPod, iPhone, everything, because he's a good presenter, he's a good communicator, and he knows how to deal with businessmen, and he knows how to invest lots of money without taking risks, and he knows how to negotiate with bigger or biggest investor, and how to attract audience customers. So he was successful. So Steve Jobs was good businessman, not a good technological giant or tech geek. So this is all about skills I am talking about or describing about. But in Bangladeshi society, we always prioritize educational qualification. So think about in any high school job or a company job, we always expect as a business owner that you need good or education qualification, CGPA, then you will get the job. I think this is highly traditional thinking for recruiting any staff. I think skills should be prioritized over education qualification. Then we will get good staff in your own company or our company. Thank you. I hope you guess my concept.